Alright, so, like I promised, after we watch the sciencey video, now we'll watch a Charlie video. And this is something about Ikea and Roblox. So I'm more than a little curious what's going on here with this. So, let's check this out. Charlie never ceases to disappoint. So, let's check this out. Ikea and Roblox and served up by Charlie. And 3, 2, 1, let's go.
Do you see IKEA getting the Roblox? Oh yeah, IKEA's got the Roblox thing that's coming up, where kids can make an actual wage.
Huh?
This is cool. They found a way to do legal child labor. IKEA will pay people $13.15 an hour to serve meatballs at its virtual Roblox store. I mean, that's probably better than Amazon workers get, and the kids don't have to pee in water bottles. Like, that's pretty good, all things considered. Especially for, like, a starter job. The co-worker game, as it's called, will let players experience working in IKEA's virtual universe. Fans will be able to live their home furnishing dreams and get paid for it with a limited number of paid roles available. Applications run to June 16th with the game itself launching June 24th. I love that idea so much. It's so silly. They get to live their home furnishing dreams. Yes, I remember dreaming of serving meatballs at IKEA as a kid. That's what every kid strives for.
I'm really curious now where Charlie is that he's not in his office. I'm guessing he's probably having something done with his office. He's probably having it like redone or something, or maybe expanded. That's why he's not in his office.
God, imagine if a Reddit mod gets that position. That'll be the most miserable IKEA manager ever. Those meatballs will be made with fucking hatred. We got the return of child labor before GTA 6. Yeah, no, that is true. We did. I imagine, like, I'm obviously kidding around here. I imagine they'll only hire 18 plus. Like, there's no way they'd be able to circumvent child labor laws like that because this is so surface level. Surely they would have thought of that, right? The immersive experience gives players the opportunity to experience IKEA's unique approach to careers where non-linear career journeys are the norm and lateral moves across departments are commonplace. It's for real.
So IKEA is going to provide these individuals the realism of working their ass off and not actually getting a pay raise or getting a better position in the company. Good to know.
Into mainstream gaming. Yeah, I always wanted IKEA to get into the gaming industry. They're the only ones that can topple the giants. They'll be up there with the big ones. Microsoft will be down in flames, Sony crashes and burns, but IKEA, those games live forever. There are paid shifts. There are paid shifts on offer for 10 successful applicants. They'll help customers get promoted to move departments, working in different sections of the store, like the showroom and bistro, helping people choose furniture and even serving meatballs. We're excited to be the first brand to launch paid work on Roblox to showcase how we do careers differently, bringing our unique career philosophy to life. At IKEA, there's no set route to career progression. Our coworkers are able to change roles, switch departments, and grow in any direction they choose, both in-game or in real world. There are many ways to learn and grow at IKEA, and that's what IKEA on Roblox is all about. Can you just tell me the age? Here we go. You have to be 18 plus and in the UK or Republic of Ireland to
Hey,
apply. Successful applicants will be paid $13.15, approximately $16.78 an hour. The IKEA hourly rate of pay for a London member of the staff. The wages match the London living wage set in the UK rather than the.
well, yeah, and I mean, this is like this feels like it's the precursor to Ready Player One because if you remember in Ready Player One, you like went to school and worked in the Oasis. Like the Oasis is where everybody effectively lived because the outside world was shit. And so everybody just lived, and the equipment to get into the Oasis, the VR gear, which was literally just on a base level, a headset and gloves, was, I think, dirt cheap. So everybody just lived and worked in and grew up in the Oasis. And this feels like the precursor where, you work in Roblox. Like, what the hell are these gonna. I'm so gobsmacked about how the hell this is even gonna work. Like, are they gonna have these applicants, like, they're gonna give them special avatars, and they just walk around in Roblox helping other players that come in and pretend to be customers? I mean, is that what they're going to do? And does the Roblox, the IKEA Roblox room or world get that much population into it? Like, this all just seems really fucking weird. But I will say, this is not the first time I've heard about something like this. So, have you ever heard of a game called Second Life? I know it's still around, but it's not as popular today as it used to be probably 15, 20 years ago. Because it is a game that came out about 15 or 20 years ago, I think. Second Life was essentially an open world game that had multiple different worlds in it. Very similar in nature to Roblox. You had central hubs, and then you had different worlds you could go to. And the graphics were a great deal better than Roblox. The graphics were, think of like MMOs back from about 15 years ago. Your typical MMO, regardless of genre. That was kind of the graphics that you were looking at. So it's better graphics than Roblox. And you could have all different kind of worlds. This was basically kind of the Oasis before Ready Player One. You had literally all different kinds of worlds. You had modern day worlds, you had sci-fi worlds, you had medieval worlds, you had jungle worlds, etc., etc., etc. Like, literally, the imagination was the limit. If you could think of it, you could make it. And people would build their own worlds, and more importantly, they could build things. They could build clothing. They can make clothing. They can make shoes. They can make different hairstyles. They can make attachments. They can make, furniture. They could make carpets, paintings, like all sorts of stuff. Yeah, you could literally build everything and create everything, but you could also sell these things. You could build and create just about anything in the Second Life, including like all new avatars. And if you had the skill, the digital hearts kind of skill, you could build literally anything, and you could put these items up for sale. Now, of course, these items would sell for an in-game type of currency, but you could purchase this in-game type of currency. You could either earn the in-game type of currency through various means, or you could purchase it. So think of it like, the type of currency that you could buy in any modern game that you can spend in the microtransaction store. Similar in nature, like that. But the difference being is that you also could cash in this in-game currency. So if you put all kinds of stuff on for sale and people are buying it for this in-game currency, that goes into your bank essentially, and you can cash out however much of this in-game currency you want. And there was like an exchange rate that would turn into real world money that would be deposited into your real world bank. So people were actually making a business out of this by selling like their own designed shoes, their own designed hairstyles, their own designed clothes, stuff like that. And that, it was an interesting concept, but unfortunately not many people really got into Second Life, and so the whole concept, Second Life still exists today, but there's a fraction of a percentage point of the amount of people that actually play it today, because I don't think Second Life ever really grew in terms of graphics and in-game systems or anything. It may have done some improvements, but it hasn't gone to the level of what we see with gaming today. But I mean, this was a game that was so hyped up that they actually designed an episode of CSI New York around this game. This game was a very central part of the story in an episode of CSI New York. And that's what this feels like. It feels like the next step when it's being taken on by corporations. The only difference being is they're not actually selling anything for actual money, but they're still getting paid a wage. So I'm just wondering if they're going to explain, if he's going to dig into more and explain what the IKEA store in Roblox actually does beyond just being somewhere for people to walk around in. I'm let's find out if it digs into it any further.
Lower national living average. Not even a bad career idea then, if you're just 18 and need some work. God, oh my lord, the kids that'll filter into an IKEA through Roblox must be insufferable. Imagine Jim Wool coming into IKEA. There'd be nothing but dust and mangled corpses left. God bless the wage workers in the Roblox IKEA. How pissed are actual IKEA workers right now? Oh, I'd actually be livid. If I was in the corporeal dimension working at IKEA and I saw this come up, I would be so tight. I actually would. Because this is significantly less effort than working at IKEA in the real world, and they're making a comparable wage, I imagine. Oh man, that'd make me so upset. I'd start spitting. Every meatball I'd serve have spit in it. How can that be profitable? For IKEA doing this? It's not. This is just one of those things where it's just a good brand opportunity. So they'll just eat the loss. They're not going to make money. I mean, I guess maybe they will. Roblox is so lucrative. Maybe they will actually make money off of this.
They'd probably I mean, they said they only do they the article said there's only 10 spots, so they're only going to be hiring 10 people. So the money that they're going to be paying to these people is going to be next to nothing on in the grand scope of the business. And this is just one big advertisement. That's all this is. It's one big advertisement for IKEA. So I think that the intention behind it is to just get people to come into this world, and it's one giant big advertisement PR thing for IKEA. That's all it is, I suspect.
I don't exactly know how the Roblox economy works, but it actually has a stock market for children already built into it. I'm sure IKEA could tap into that somehow, offering like IKEA specific items like an IKEA hat, like a fucking meatball bikini or something. Like I have no doubt they can definitely find a way to make some money on it, but I don't think it's going to be a big profit. It's just marketing.
Yeah.
You see how bad the servers were for the final shape? I didn't see it. I heard about it. Like I said, I've been like off the grid for the last 5 days, so I haven't seen a lot of stuff that's popped up. But I did see a bit of that, like hear about it. Isn't that just how advertisements work? You pay for the ads, and the ads themselves generate an increase in profits, more or less. This one's a little different though, because you're not only paying for the ad, which is building the world, you're paying for continual workers, like a whole salary on top of it. But yeah, like I said, it's just an ad. It's a marketing play. You put IKEA in front of the faces of millions and millions of children, and then they start tugging at their parents' pants. Mom, Dad, Meemaw, let's go to IKEA. I want to get their fucking meatballs. I had them in the virtual world and made so many friends.
Maybe they're trying to. I don't, and I have no idea if IKEA actually serves meatballs at their stores. I have not. I can't recall ever being to an IKEA store ever. Maybe they actually serve meatballs there, and maybe they're trying to get some competition for the Costco hot dog, because I've heard that the Costco hot dogs are delicious. So maybe that's what they're doing with the whole thing with the IKEA meatballs. They're trying to give gospel rent for its money.
Friends, I can't wait. It's a magical wonderland. And then the parents will sign, be like, all right. Burger King is next. That would never happen. If Burger King tried this shit, they would have zero people apply. They could be offering you $50 an hour, and I feel like no one wants to work at Burger King, even in the virtual world. It's so shameful. Man, I hate that. I hate that restaurant. Please shut it down. God, do us a favor.
Yeah, I think Burger King in Roblox would be like, uh, uh, what was it called? Habbo Hotel. I heard about that where people were just getting, like young people were getting seriously conned into quote unquote working at the Habbo Hotel servers, and it was like they were kind of like, I don't want to say trapped because it's not online game. You can turn the fucking computer off if you want, but it was like something really scummy was happening with the Habbo Hotel, and they were like tricking people into getting them to work and saying that they would get like in-game coins or something that they could buy various things. And some kind of scam. I heard about this a while ago. But that's I got a feeling if they did like Burger King in Roblox, I got a feeling it'd be like the same thing.
Do you think they need insurance for this? I know what you're talking about, but I love the idea that they need like workers' comp or something. Like one of their employees goes in there and like while they're modding the IKEA store, they get like carpal tunnel or something, so they sue the real IKEA for workplace related injuries or some shit. Oh, that's Galaxy Brain. Actually, Galaxy Brain. I was
Alexa, the server language makes multiple servers, so if there's a limited place in Roblox IKEA, it's gonna fail. Why would it fail if there's a limited number of employees in the Roblox IKEA? Why would it? I don't understand how it would fail because of a server limit. Are you talking about an upward server limit? Because I know like some of these Roblox worlds can have like an upward server limit of like 100. So and we're only talking about like they're only talking about hiring on like 10 employees for this Roblox uh world. So even if they have like an upward server limit of 50, 10 servers is not 10, 10 workers, but still leave room for like 40 quote unquote customers to come into the world. Because I remember like there was the Walmart world in Roblox. Yeah, I know. Uh, there was a Walmart world in Roblox, and Charlie went to it. Uh, and there had to have been like 50 people in there. So yeah, so it's sure how many people can be one server. It's a nice multiple servers after so many people join. So I mean, that is probably what they will do here. You'll have 10 people of the employees that will, you know, whenever the server limit is, and if and if enough customers come in, then they'll like give us another server to the world. That would be my guess. But I've seen Roblox World with at least 50 different players into it. So I don't think it's that much of a problem in terms of the server. They've undoubtedly already factored that in. And God only knows how many players can be that they've limited their IKEA store to have. I'm guessing it's gonna be 50. But you know, that still leaves like another 40 that can join after the employees. So I don't think they're gonna have a problem with the servers because obviously they worked with Roblox on getting all of this set up. So the server concerns were likely addressed during the planning stages. I don't have any doubt that they during the planning stages they've figured out the servers and figured out a way figured out how this would work and how many people could be in at one time. So I don't doubt that was one of the first things that they addressed.
Keeping IKEA safe from the riffraff, all of these hooligans, and IRL, I accidentally slid out from my chair and I fucking hurt myself. I blew out my Achilles. I must be compensated by my employer, Roblox IKEA. Imagine the Roblox workers unionizing. Brother, that would be crazy. The Roblox employees here, the IKEA Roblox employees try and unionize and all of a sudden they just shut down the store. How does someone make a resume for this? Probably just things that you've worked on in the past on Roblox, like, uh, I monitored the forums of Sonic vs Naruto Roblox fan game and Shadow Sniper X5 Turbo, that kind of stuff.
My guess is the hiring process for this is simple as go to this website, fill in your information. Maybe they'll take previous job history, but I doubt it because this feels like a pilot program to try and integrate young people into the workforce. So my guess is they're not worried about previous experience. They may ask about if you've played games before using like WASD controls or anything like that, but they're not looking for quote unquote experienced workers because it feels like this is a means of introducing young people to the workforce, and they can do it from home on their own computers. So yeah, I'm sure he's probably just joking around, but it's not gonna be all that complicated.
I once stopped a riot in Crime Life Roblox. And they're like, whoa, this guy's overqualified. Or if you're like me, I beat the Squid Game every time I played it in Roblox. Like, Jesus Christ. Promote him to fucking CEO of IKEA Roblox. Would I apply to this? No. Because I love the idea of doing that as a joke, but I don't want to take that opportunity away from someone that actually would want that position and that money. Because it's good pay. It's unironically not bad pay for the work.
Well, Charlie couldn't apply because, like they said, it's only available to someone living in London or Ireland. That's the thing. This is strictly a London thing. So or UK thing. Excuse me. See, it's a UK thing. So yeah, you have to be 18 and in the UK or Republic of Ireland to apply. Probably wouldn't even be able to do. I don't know. Maybe in the UK they're having an issue with young people getting into the workforce for the first time, which is what spurned this idea to try and help young people trying to get in the workforce. I don't know. I don't know too much in regards to labor stuff in the UK, but that's what this feels.
Work that goes into it, I don't think. Like, I don't really think this is going to be backbreaking labor for IKEA Roblox employees. I'll just say it. Like, I don't think they're going to be, risking life and limb on Roblox IKEA, and they're getting paid decently for it. Like, this is better than quite a few positions I know in Tampa.
Geez, that's better than a lot of low wage jobs in Canada. Because a lot of the low wage jobs in Canada, we saw that BC just recently increased, British Columbia just recently increased the minimum wage, but a lot of other provinces in Canada, the minimum wage is still at like $15.20 an hour, $15.60 an hour. There's still over $1 less than this minimum wage. So, I mean, yeah, that's to my eyes, and this is this minimum
As
wage is U.S. pricing. So, I mean, if you think about U.S. pricing versus Canada pricing, I mean, that's a damn good wage in Canada, real damn good wage.
making more than like a couple of friends of mine from college by just being an IKEA Roblox drone. But I would love to know how that process would go. I'm not going to lie. Maybe at most I'll whip up a resume to see if I can get an interview. Because I want to know what that interview process is like to work here. I wouldn't accept the position. I'm assuming I'd even get it in the first place. They'd probably fucking smite me down.
Charlie, you actually said it earlier in the video. They won't even talk to you. They won't even talk to you. You said it earlier. I know you're having a laugh, but they're not even gonna talk to you.
But I just want to see how that goes. If I could get to stage 2 of it. It sounds so interesting. You don't live in the UK. Oh, that's right. Wait, it's UK only, isn't it? Yeah, never mind. I couldn't.
Thank you.
I could put on a really convincing fake UK accent. Or I could do like a Carl Weezer. Jimmy's mom. My scapula. You gonna finish that croissant? Maybe that'd be good enough to fool him. It's not really like British or anything, but maybe it's enough to slip through the cracks. Why was that spot on? Because me and the boys have been doing the worst impressions for the last 5 days. We've gone off the grid and off our gourd. It's been nonstop worst impressions ever. We were playing Draft Commander earlier tonight, and it was literally nothing but everyone doing fucking impressions for every turn. So I've been getting reps. I've been getting a lot of reps. Better voice acting than 99% of your actual VO work. Which is so fucking true. That's so true, though. Aren't you tired? Oh my god, I've gotten a cumulative maybe 8 hours of sleep over the last fucking 4 days ish.
Jesus, what is
And
it?
I've reached the point where it's just delirium now. I think most of us have from the trip. So no, I'm not even really tired anymore.
Oh, they're on
My
a trip.
body's phasing out the need for sleep. I'd actually be the perfect IKEA Roblox worker because I'd be fucking 24/7 farming them for that salary.
So they're on a trip somewhere. I don't know where, but they're on a trip somewhere. Okay. All right, Shirley.